It's not like you must be married to someone from the United States, you must have a child here, you must work. No, 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 no. After 5 years, they've been fulfilling whatever they wanted them to fulfill. They're an active citizen in the United States, right? They're allowed to go apply to become a citizen, a US citizen. That's the way it works. So the regulations are not that big. It's 5 years to prove. Of course, they check if there's felonies, crimes, things like that, of course. But if you keep a good record for those 5 years and you're whatever they asking you to do, you're doing it and you're, lawful permanent resident after 5 years, you can actually become a US citizen if you take the test. And there's a fee, of course. You know the fee? Is it in the thousands? It might be, I think it's something like 900 something. I'm not sure. I think the fee for your LPR is in the 600 or 700s. You know the fee, Alex, or no? To become a US citizen? Okay, let's look at an example, everyone. So Marco, oh wait, hold on, let's finish this. There are also 7 something. Oh, okay. I thought it was in the thousands. Okay. Well, see, that's not bad because an LPR, to renew your LPR, is about 6 or 7. Okay. All right, good to know. All right, so let's see. Also, after 5 years, everyone, but a person who gains their lawful permanent residence through a marriage, okay, to a US citizen can apply for naturalization after 3 years. That's if you get married. But if you're not married and you're just here and you want to be a US citizen and you're on your own 5 years, you can actually do that. But if you happen to marry a US citizen and after 3 years, then you can go ahead and do the same process. You can apply for your citizenship too. Okay. All right. So there are also different requirements for certain members of the US Armed Forces. Example, Marco obtained a green card in 2017 through a US citizen spouse. Okay, so married, who petitioned for him. So they got married after 3 years. Marco didn't want to wait the 5 years because Marco could have waited the 5 years on his own, right? But 3 years, got married. After 3 years, the spouse, who is the one who's going to fill out the forms, or you're going to fill them out for the spouse. And it's weird, it works backwards. We want to know the spouse's information first, right? When it comes to a marriage. And then we can put Marco in as whatever other questions they ask. Okay. He's approaching his 3-year anniversary and is currently preparing an application for naturalization to become a citizen. Okay, of course they want to know who they're married to, how long have they been married? Is it a real marriage? Is it just a, marriage just so Marco can become a US citizen? They have all of those questions on those documents. Okay. There are many advantages to citizenship. Yeah. So why would you want to become a citizen? If you're just happy with your lawful permanent resident, are there any, advantages of becoming a US citizen? Right? So a US citizen generally cannot be deported. Okay. Now called removed. We don't call it, we call removed. We call it removed now, everybody, under the NIA. INA, the only exception is the rare case where someone committed fraud in the process of applying for naturalization. Yeah. I mean, we have to inform our clients. If they say, I don't know, or I think, it's like, no, you can't. You have to really give us